And a reminder that we join the Neighbours again tomorrow at the usual time of 1:30.
In 1939, whilst Radio Times filled those leisure hours, the first of the summer wines started to flow.
We live together in this tiny house, and yet he's perfected the art of practically ignoring me.
Do you never mind when my mum retires to bed to read Picture Goer?
Mind the paint.
Peter Sallis plays Clegg's father and tells Radio Times about when old Clegg were a lad.
I'll just move this standard lamp out of my way.
New to Mondays, Ronnie Barker is the short-sighted Clarence.
Oh, look at that. My old granny had a piece just like that. It's lovely, isn't it?
If that porcelain survives, it could turn up on the Antiques Roadshow, whose rare collection of experts turn up in Radio Times, which also features Campaign, a new serial about an advertising agency.
Prime Minister's calling an election.
And you, sweetheart, are producing the party election broadcasts.
And see for yourself how TV and radio programmes are produced in a 2-hour behind-the-scenes report to the licence payer.
The dismal truth is that sometimes it does actually rain here.
A special supplement shows how your licence fee was spent in '87. See for yourself in the first '88 edition of Radio Times.
Now on BBC1, Robert Ryan, Chuck Connors and Annette Newman set sail in the Nautilus for an adventure-packed movie with Captain Nemo and the Underwater City. Our holiday movie tomorrow afternoon is a hair-raising adventure starring Oliver Reed as Hannibal Brooks, a prisoner of war who makes a bid for freedom across the Alps with the help of an elephant. That's at 1:50 tomorrow afternoon here on BBC1.
Tomorrow, BBC1 visits the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital.
The latest emergency, Becky from Norwich, has arrived on 5A. Becky will be specialed. That means one-to-one nursing around the clock.
It was only through a great deal of juggling around that we were in fact able to get her into the hospital, because we were very short-staffed within the hospital at that time.
Even though she's unconscious, the nurses will keep up a soothing flow of reassurance and explanation. Conversations which, inexplicably, some patients later recall with gratitude.
Great Ormond Street, A Fighting Chance, tomorrow at 9:30 on BBC1.
Over on BBC2 in 10 minutes, there's the news and weather, followed by a roundup of local news. Here on BBC1, a double dose of cartoon fun, starting with Bugs Bunny in A Hair Grows in Manhattan. Fred Astaire is flying down to Rio in the feature film over on BBC2 shortly, in his first screen partnership with Ginger Rogers on this musical tour of South America. Here on One in a Moment, Andy Crane introduces this afternoon's Children's BBC.
Holiday entertainment on BBC1.
To complete this season of Telly Addicts, we've got a unique television first. 2 teams of TV professionals. Those people who watch television with half an eye and a well-sharpened pen. Yes, just how much do the so-called TV critics really know about what goes on the television screens of the nation? Join me on Telly Addicts when we present the TV critics.
That's Telly Addicts, tonight, 7 o'clock on BBC1.
Hello, good afternoon. Yeah! How was your Christmas? All right, was it? Good. Have you had a good Tuesday so far? It's been a good one for you. Lovely. I'll tell you all about my Christmas this afternoon, bits and pieces that happened. Do you want to know what I got for Christmas? I got socks. My aunt sent me this amazing pair of socks. They're yellow and green, and they have red pigs on them. Thank you, Margaret Barnes. She sent me to a little soap shaped in an American football. What other silly things did I get? Oh, you know, bits of smelly and stuff like that. Hope you had a good Christmas. An exciting afternoon this afternoon on Children's BBC. In the period between Christmas and the New Year, we've got some specials. We've got a special film this afternoon. There's a Paddington special, and there's also the final part of Simon and the Witch. And today, it's the great day. They're actually putting on their Christmas pantomime, The Sleeping Beauty. Now, because New Year is nearly upon us, and your thoughts turn to New Year's resolutions, and I have a confession to make. I've been trying so hard, and you've been writing in and asking me how it's going, and when I see you out on the street, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? I bit them over the Christmas holidays. I'm sorry. I tried really hard, and I was doing so well, and Doreen was looking after them in the office and things, and I went and bit them, and they're looking dreadful, and I'm really upset with myself. So, for the new year, apart from resolving to eat a little healthier, I'm going to eat more salad and more green stuff and not as much junk food, I'm going to resolve to try and stop biting my nails. All right, smashing. Now then, there's a very special Blue Peter coming up this Thursday. It's the Blue Peter review of the year, and Mark, Karen and Yvette have all the details, and they're going to tell us all about it now. I think they're downstairs in the studio waiting for us. Hi, chaps.
Hello. Hi. Join us on Thursday for a very special Blue Peter, our review of the year.
We packed dozens of great moments into half an hour, like Mark's outing as a fox, Karen's walk under a Welsh waterfall, to say nothing of a swim with a wild dolphin.
I seem to have spent the entire year getting soaked. There are lots and lots of highlights, including, of course, our unforgettable expedition to the Soviet Union, with glimpses of Moscow, Leningrad, Zagorsk, and that message from the Mir space station.
So don't forget, BBC1, 5:05, New Year's Eve.
See you then. Bye.
Brilliant, looking forward to that. In 25 minutes' time, it is the final part of Simon and the Witch, and they're putting on their panto. But now, a Paddington special. This is Paddington Goes to School.